This playthrough is rated M for mature. What a way to start out a new year, a happy new year, with something truly depressing. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with a new game for my library, and this time it's Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. And, well, the main reason I'm doing this is because the voice actor for Max Payne passed away not too long ago, James McCaffrey, and I thought, well, I guess it would be a more opportune time to show the vocal ranges of the man by showing one of his most well-known roles. Obviously, he did Max Payne 1. I'm trying to remember if he did him in Max Payne 3. I'd have to look that up, but yeah, I was sad to hear that. And you're probably thinking, oh, I'm doing this because the company that worked on this, like the same people worked on, was it Alan Wake 2? I'm not going to touch that game, but that's for other reasons. So to play something better, we're going to play Max Payne 2. This was made by Remedy Entertainment, published by Rockstar Games. And, well, it's obviously a sequel and the Fall of Max Payne, so it takes place not too long after the first game. And we just see Max Payne in a whole new situation. So let's take a look at the things before we start. So to play the game, it's similar like before. L1 and L2 deal with bullet time. R1, R2 deal with shooting. Then you can pause, browse through weapons, move around, stuff like that. Painkillers with the circle button, square to interact or use or zoom or whatever. Triangle to reload, X to jump. So, and then you can R3 to fast aim if you want to aim directly on an opponent. You can actually auto aim in this game via the control, some of the game options. So let's go over the controls really quick. So you can change this one. The game allows you to customize the controls if you want to move them around, but I'm going to leave it pretty much as is. Combat, yeah, you can change the button designations too, but I'm going to leave all that alone. Oh, no, but I'm going to restore the defaults. You can set the crosshairs if you're worried about, if you have like color blindness or anything like that. I kind of prefer red. It kind of depends on the situation. Maybe yellow. Or if you just don't want any crosshairs at all, you can turn it off. The game, auto aiming. If you have trouble aiming, I probably leave it on. Auto lock, invert aiming. That's where if you press up, it goes down. If you press down, it goes up. It really depends on the game. Usually, I leave that in for games like Flyers because that kind of makes sense. But for everything else, it kind of distracts me too much. Let's turn on vibration, by the way, and we'll enable subtitles just because, sometimes I have a hard time hearing. Video, you can set widescreen mode, which basically changes the screen a bit, but I'm just going to leave it regular mode. Change the volumes here, surround sound, mono sound. I'm using headsets to play, so it won't really affect me either way. So, alright, let's go and save it. And this saves on your system data and everything like that on the PS2. By the way, this is the PS2 version. I'm not playing the PC version, mainly because the PC versions are kind of boinked. I've heard they've gotten better over the years in terms of mods and stuff like that to fix the issues, but a lot of the PC stuff was never really implemented well, so getting it for the original console is much better. Also, for those who don't remember how the game story went, let me give you a refresher course.
I am Max Payne. My wife and daughter were murdered. It had something to do with the designer drug V. I transferred from the NYPD to the DEA, went undercover to find their killers. I got too close. I was framed for murder. With nothing to lose, I went after the Mafia during the worst winter storm in a century. My first stop was Vinnie Gagnetti, a lowlife in the habit of taking his frustrations out on underage call girls. I left him bleeding in an alley after I'd gotten what I wanted out of him. I met Mona Sax in a gothic nightclub, Ragnarok. She was a hired killer. We were after the same man, her sister's sadistic husband. I was drawn to her for all the wrong reasons. I made a deal with Vladimir Lem. The Russian was a smooth operator. He helped me get to the mob boss I was after, but I was in over my head. The government was involved. A mystery man called Alfred Woden told me the name of my real enemy, Nicole Horn. Woden and Horn were both members of a secret society, the Inner Circle. She was behind V, behind everything. While working for the DA, my wife had accidentally seen papers that incriminated Horn. Woden promised to take care of the charges against me if I took Horn out. Deputy Chief Jim Bravura of the NYPD was trailing me by the empty shell casings that I left behind. Gunshots made me deaf to the sirens, but they couldn't drown the sobs of my dead wife. Mona sided with me against Horn. She took a bullet for that. Her body disappeared behind closing elevator doors. I killed Horn. I gave myself up to the police. I had enough evidence against Woden to know that he'd keep his promise. I lied to myself that it was over. I was still alive. My loved ones were still dead. It wasn't over.
Everyone caught up? The only sad thing about this game is they change out the face of Max Payne's voice, face, but from the guy from the first game to this one, which I guess makes, I mean, it makes sense they did that. You know, it makes it works for his face model, because in the previous game they would just like impose faces onto him, and it looked a little bit weird, but there was something like weirdly entertaining about that model on there. But unfortunately, yeah, they took out, was it Sammy Ontario Yarvi, or Sam Lake, however you want to say his name. They took out his face and replaced it with an in-game model instead. Oh well, what can you do? But anyway, time to find out, after all this situation, how does Max Payne fall? You think it would have fallen in the first game, but alright, let's begin the story and see where Max Payne heads off to. And we can't play any other difficulties. I actually have to play and beat the game to unlock the harder modes, so I thought about doing that off screen just to give myself a harder difficulty, but that's fine. We'll play Detective. Part 1, The Darkness Inside, Prologue. Well, we always have all darkness inside, you know? Yeah, it's just, what do we do to get rid of that darkness? Do we open it up to the light, or do we just harness it for power? Well, this is a film noir type of ish game, you know, detective story. So you got to be dark, otherwise it'd be boring.
God, I turned out to be such a damsel in distress.
They were all dead. Love kills. Did I love her? Was there a choice? The past is a gaping hole. You try to run from it. The more you run, the deeper, more terrible it grows behind you. Its edges yawning at your heels. Your only chance is to turn around and face it.
We are at the scene. Repeat, we are at the scene.
But it's like looking down into the grave of your love.
Check the area. Hold your fire.
Or kissing the mouth of a gun, a bullet trembling in its dark nest, ready to blow your head off.
We're losing him.
Multiple gunshot wounds. Pupils blown. Head trauma. God only knows what
He's in
else.
shock. Start 2 large bore IVs. Get him to ICU.
He's not responding. This guy is a train wreck. We're losing him.
When I woke up in the hospital earlier tonight, I thought it couldn't get any worse. I opened my eyes, and everything slid into focus. She was dead. I was hurt. My crime, what I had done, was like a hungry pit behind me. I had to run, get as far away from it as possible. The world was out of joint. I was hallucinating. I had to get away.
Max, the route's clear.
Allow me to present Max Payne. Come on, officer.
We're here.
Max, deal for my friends.
You need to get out of there. We need to leave now.
911.
Sorry, I broke you.
Yeah, I can't stay in here, otherwise, you know, after everything we did when we killed Horn and everything like that, so she was like, you know, a political figure. So anyway, yeah, if you interact with the things, you can open up the counter, get some pain pills. Although we probably won't need to worry about using them. Well, I used it anyway because I have some damage. So yeah, I like the little details in the game, like when you interact with certain things. There's my shower. Yeah, you can see the. I won't do that all the time, just for the first time on things. Maybe I could interact and smack stuff a while. So there's if you roll down and back, you could roll. If you do directional and X, which is the jump button, you'll roll. If you roll forward, you jump. And then if you want to do bullet time stuff.
Max, about what happened.
I would fuck her. Max Payne! Drop your weapon! NYPD, freeze! What were you thinking?
Back off, Payne.
Hello?
Max?
Anyone there?
Max, answer me, Max!
Yeah, he's really tormented. But anyway, if you press R1 and forward, you can do the shoot dodging. Or sorry, L1 I mean. And if I do L2, I go into bullet time, which slows down everything. So I don't have a gun right now, so I can't do the whole dodging shooting thing, but yeah, turn on the faucet. You will have to use these sometimes, but not all the time. So, but anyway.
What are you so afraid of? What do you want from me?
There was a blind spot in my head. A bullet-shaped hole where the answer should be. Call it denial. I wanted to dig inside my skull and scrape out the pain.
Yeah, you're very masochistic there, or yeah, Mr. Payne. Yeah, Mona Sax being the typical like Black Widow ish type of character, you know, the femme fatale. Gotta love it. I kind of miss that movies. You don't see that often anymore. Not really. Not really. But, ooh.
The Payne residence. Dr. Magdalena from ER. You can give away the bed you were holding for me. That detective we were waiting for was DOA. She's headed for the morgue.
Oh, yeah. Well, wasn't that Horn's voice, or am I misremembering? I don't remember every single cabinet that has, like, pain pills. Although, really, right now, I could actually not worry about pain pills just because of this section. But I'll try to be... there's some more right in front of me. Go inside. Oh, man. What the...
I'll deal with Payne. He's as good as dead.
Freeze, NYPD!
Found him.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I got a lot bullet time. I miss this in games, even though it's kind of cheesy. But I still miss it. It was fun. Alright, I don't think you can interact with any of this stuff, or at least get anything out of it, so... Alright, now we got 2 pistols. Looks like someone here came in here to kill me, I bet. We're always causing trouble.
She's one of them. She's here to kill me.
Back off, Payne.
Winterson!
Uh-oh. Looks like we might have done something bad. Yeah, not every cabinet's gonna have anything in it, though, so... Like I said, I don't remember every cabinet that has all the special stuff, but... Yeah, Mona wanted us to kill someone, apparently, because they were chasing after her. Wait, wasn't the door open a second ago? Am I unreliable narrator?
Sparkling on grass, birds in the trees, children playing. The Pink Bird Mental Institute. Mira's men pretended to be hospital wardens.
The flesh. I think I died. I think I'm dead. I don't know. Death is coming. It's coming. They're here. Get away. I'm gonna hurt you.
They said I was an escaped mental patient.
Diagnosis: paranoid schizophrenic. You are insane, psychotic. You have to eat plenty of pills to get better.
They lied that I had killed my girlfriend. John Mira came to mock me in the bathroom mirror. The flamingo was with him.
Mirrors are more fun than television.
Mira claimed my girlfriend had turned evil, joined him.
She has died. Her hair.
I smashed the mirror. I'd kill them all.
Stay tuned as Address Unknown continues.
I wonder if this guy was a fan of, the person who wrote this was a fan of Twin Peaks. This show sucks anyway. I actually never watched all of Twin Peaks. I know all about it, but I never actually watched it. But I know the references and everything like that, though. If I did watch it, I think it was like one episode, but... Downstairs.
Payne! You're not going anywhere. What happened out there? You did it. Internal affairs was breathing down my neck. Did you do it? You killed her.
No, I can't.
Bullshit!
What the? They were after me. It was my fault. You can't run from your past. You'll end up running in circles. Until you fall back down to the same hole you were trying to escape from. Only the hole's grown deeper.
But that was an extreme. Well, it's like our, I guess, not really ally per se, but in Preventer. Well, he's dead already. Yeah, it's one of those stories. Yeah, it could be. He hit the explosive canister, huh? At least I'll keep him off my butt for a second. Off my ass.
I had tried to run from it, edited out. Winterson was dead. I was a murderer. A false start. The hospital bed wasn't the beginning. It was past the point of no return. A fatal choice already made. And it would get worse before the end. The past is a puzzle. like a broken mirror. As you piece it together and you cut yourself, your image keeps shifting, and you change with it. It could destroy you, drive you mad. It could set you free.
You, inside. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands above your head.
You'll see the choices you didn't know you'd made, like staying at work late to chat with a friend, instead of hurrying home to your family.
Fan out, people! Circle around! Cover all the exits!
Kissing her, I think of the cold laws of cause and effect.
Where are those extra units? Call the Central. We need every available unit here now!
I am afraid, but I start again from the beginning. Trace my own steps to the scene of the crime.
Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne, The Darkness Inside, Chapter 1, Elevator Doors. Well, apparently we killed this one lady, which we don't even know who she is yet. So I guess we're about to find out what caused us to get to this point. Max, you can just never get away. After the death of your wife, it's just like it was all downhill. But like I said, it's hard-boiled detective time.
I had wanted to be punished for what I had done, but Alfred Woden had kept his word. With his influence, ridiculously, I had emerged from my history of violence unscathed. A hero. I didn't thank him. I couldn't stomach it. I left the DEA. I went back to where I had started out. Back to the job. The NYPD.
Reported shots fired in the warehouse there, acknowledged.
It's mine. I'm on it.
10-4.
It wasn't a call for a homicide detective, but I knew the address. The warehouse belonged to Vladimir Lem. He was connected to organized crime. We went back a while, like brothers caught on opposite sides in a civil war. His words. I need backup. Unknown number of armed perps inside. Possible hostage situation.
10-4, backup is on its way.
I'm going in.
Alright, well, looks like Max Payne's journey starts out not too good, being up in a hospital, a cop or DA agent or whatever is dead, and now Mona Sax has something to do with it, which we thought she died during the first story, but apparently, at least at the point of retelling, she was alive during this story. How's it come to be? What does this warehouse entail? Can we save that woman? Or is it all well staged? Find out next time in the next episode of Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.